Hey, how's it going? Mark Linder, your friendly real estate broker. Coming to you live and direct here today. I wanted to touch base real quick with something that I thought was very exciting and also, a little bit concerning, and that is the amount of people that I've been talking to that are either thinking about not buying a home and just going to rent for another year and see what the market does, or they're waiting for January, they're waiting for March. They don't want to get the ball rolling, and you know what? I totally understand where they're coming from because I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, but I wanted to just show you another perspective on this thing, and some of you may want to consider this information and then go ahead and get rocking and rolling on getting a house. So let's go ahead and talk about it. These are the 5 reasons that I'm going to say don't wait. These are 5 reasons not to wait to buy a home. So let's get into it. Number 1, first and foremost, and I've talked about this in some of my other videos, and that is they did a study, and basically people that are homeowners on average have 44 times the net worth of people that don't own homes. So that's number 1. If you want to increase your net worth by almost 50, in this case 44, you might want to think about buying a house. And I'm going to show you how this happens too. And number 2 is you get a tax write-off. Nobody likes paying Uncle Sam more than his fair share, and some of us would even argue if any of the share is fair at all. But the bottom line is, let's pay Uncle Sam his fair share, and let's take advantage of all the tax write-offs that are on the books. And the fact of the matter is, owning a home, there's a nice tax write-off, especially in the beginning when you're paying a lot of interest. So number 3 reason to not wait is the appreciation rate is still, even though yes, it has slowed down a little bit, we still have a positive appreciation here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex of anywhere from 5 to 9, maybe 10%. But I mean, we still have a nice, healthy appreciation rate in this Metroplex for owning real estate. And I don't see that changing a whole lot. It may slow down a tad, but let's stick with 5 as our litmus here as we go forward into this example. Then number 4, okay, is there's a record number of price reductions out there. And it's a great time to buy a home. This time last year, it was crazy trying to get into a home. All these multiple offers, and the sellers didn't want to take any kind of wheel and deal at all, could hardly negotiate with them. Well, this year, we have a lot of price reductions, and we have a days on the market that is totally increased. So what we've got is a situation to where it's a great time to get a good deal. There's a lot of inventory, and it's a great time to get a good deal, and buyers are more open to talk them down just a tad and negotiate a little bit, okay? And then finally, number 5, the interest rates are still low. Thank goodness they're still low, and it's still about equal to, or maybe just a tad bit more in some cases, in terms of your monthly expenditure to own a home versus renting. Some areas, it's definitely going to be a lot cheaper to own a home per month than it is to rent one. But if you look at what I'm about to show you, it's hands down better financially. And this is why you get this 44 times figure here. So let's get right into it. Now, this is an example, okay, on a $250,000 house, okay, that if you were to look at a 5-year analysis side by side between a $250,000 house and a house that you're renting, let's say it's fairly comparable in the amount of rent you're spending, you're going to end up spending probably in rent, let's just say probably around, I don't know, like $120,000 in 5 years you're going to spend in rent. And you may spend about the same or maybe even a little bit more, like we talked about, or maybe a little bit less, but it's fairly comparable in your mortgage payments on the buy side. But this is the thing that the rental side doesn't have. Check this out. In 5 years, how would you like to make an extra $112,000 on this example? Check it out. 5 years, there's going to be about $20,000 that you've paid off on the loan in principal in 5 years. There's going to be $22,000 in tax deductions for you in those 5 years. there's going to be $70,000 in equity build up at a 5% appreciation rate in those 5 years. So a total of $112,000 in your pocket as opposed to renting. So guys, I mean, plus when you own a home, you can go in there and this equity that you have, you can take out, you could do a HELOC, home equity line of credit, and pay off some debt. You could get a pool, you could put somebody through college, or you could just do a refinance and bring your monthly payment way down with that $70,000 that you built up. So there's just some cool options in owning a home. So I'm encouraging all of you guys that, I understand if you just can't wait. There's stuff going on in your life that it can't be repositioned. But if there's any way possible to get on this thing and buy now, I would do it. And a lot of people think that the holidays is one of those deals where hardly anybody's buying during the holidays. But last year was one of my busiest months, December. I was amazed at how many people were out there buying and selling in December. Some people even say the two busiest months of the year are right there, June, July, and then also right here around the holidays for some reason. I know January gets up and moving for some reason. Everybody kind of waits till January, but there's a lot of people getting on this thing in December. My name is Mark Linder with the 1-8 Real Estate Group. I've been doing this for 15 years. I'm a broker here, and I would love to assist in any way that I can, helping you get into a home, getting you in touch with my lender partners, and just making sure that you have all of the information, all of the knowledge, and that all of your questions are answered so that you feel 100% comfortable making the right decision, the best financial decision at the right time for you and your family. I appreciate you taking time to listen to this message, and I look forward to hearing from each and every one of you. Take care.